Attention duelists. Phoenix here. It is Monday. Time to watch and learn. How much you do of either, that's up to you. But people are being sneaky, not showing me what they're actually bringing to the party. Just casual match. Casual match is showing me a bit more. And let's try and find something a little unique. Let's go with this one. The Super Lady Roboyaro is an interesting choice to have there, so I want to know what they're up to with it, if anything. Could be an instant fusion target. Let's find out together. Lackluster Soldier versus Beautiful Princess. Summons herself, tributes herself, swaps out for Buzzsaw Shark. Buzzsaw Shark summons out Right Hand Shark. These two sharks are going to overlay. Oh, Crooked Cook Exodia. Making the cook. Pass turn. Sets 3, summons Envoy of Chaos. Doesn't read, or he does know and he's just being petty. Bounces off of the cook. Pass turn. Duel's B passes during the end phase. Exchange of Night and Day will activate. Chained by Beginning of Heaven and Earth. Ash Blossom will chain to Beginning of Heaven and Earth. Ash Blossom will stop it. Change of Night and Day will pitch the Sacred Soldier, and add the Envoy of Evening Twilight. Don't think it really matters. Summons Super Soldier Soul, pitching his Ritual card. Super Soldier Soul absorbing its attack points. Super Soldier Soul resets. Draws Eternal Chaos. Set pass. This guy just running the Gaia starter deck. Draws Spiral Spear Strike. He could potentially get piercing damage out there. That'd be a way he could still win. If he can get out a Gaia. Crooked Cook just keeps drawing and passing. That's all he has to do. Pitching on Blue Eyes. Draws Lord Gaia. Uses Exchange of Heaven and Exchange of Day and Night. Banishing 2 for Envoy of Beginning. Links all his monsters away for Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Activates Eternal Chaos. Still not accomplishing anything in terms of the cook. Envoy of Chaos will banish itself. Oh, Envoy of Chaos to return a different Envoy of Chaos. Then Beginning Night and Evening Twilight Night will use their effects, adding Super Soldier Ritual and a Blackluster Soldier. Cook player full pass. Pitch a card. Draws Chaos Seed. Summons Envoy of Chaos. Pass. I want to double check this. No, that's not what he needs. He needs a Gaia. Opponent full pass. Draw. That's a... And he did not... Messed up. He could have summoned that Gaia. Instead, he uses the Super Soldier Ritual in order to summon the Blackluster Soldier, which does not get him what he needs. I question if Duelist A is a bot, but I don't know. Duelist B full pass, that's all he's going to do. Draw Soldier Gaia. He has a card that gives him pierce damage. He does not use it. He could even use Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin. Name should fit the requirements. Opponent uses Pot of Prosperity, adding a Leg of Exodia. Pitching a card during the end. Pass. Gonna kick on the fast forward here because this guy did not read, so he loses. Sets a card. Crooked Cook will pop it. Guess he doesn't want to discard something he has. Activates Galloping Gaia, throwing off Lord Gaia, adding Curse of Dragon. Tributes his Blackluster Soldier for Curse of Dragon, and pass. Does not accomplish anything. Opponent uses Raigeki, go by Curse of Dragon. Envoy of Twilight will banish 2, add itself back to hand. Day and Night will add Gaia the Midnight Sun. Sorry, Night and Day. Tries Gaia the Polar Night. Hang on. No. He did not whiff this turn. Adding cards. Opponent full pass. Used his field spell to add Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. Draws Gaia the Fierce Knight. Summons Gaia the Midnight. Adds Curse of Dragon Fire. Sets 1. Activates Chaos Seed, returning Envoy of Beginning to hand. Just summon Gaia. Summon Gaia and you have a chance. Draws Chaos Zone. Tributes his Mid-Sun, or Midday. Nope, Midnight Sun. I am whiffing all these names. Summons Curse of Dragon Fire. Curse of Dragon Fire will fuse itself into Curse of Dragon the Magical Knight, which is not the right target you should have gone for. Should have gone for Sky Galloping or Gaia the Magical. He is going to summon Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning again by banishing Light and Dark. Shows off a monster, adds a card. Activates Chaos Space over his field spell. That's a mistake. Uses Exchange of Night and Day to send away Curse of Dragon, the Magical Night Dragon, or Soldier Gaia. Pitches a card, adds a Risen Gaia back. Does this guy not know that he has Pierce Damage Enabler? I regret showing us all this match, to be honest. I thought this was going to be a lot more exciting. Or at the very least, mildly capable. Draw Spiral Reborn. Summons Envoy. Just summon Gaia. Opponent draws. Activates Feather Duster. There goes your piercing damage. I said summons Feather Duster, activates it. Draws Super Soldier Birth, sets it, banishes Chaos Space from the graveyard, returns a Chaos Monster, activates Spiral Fusion, making Sky Galloping Gaia. Sky Galloping Gaia's effect will activate. Adding back Spiral Spear Strike. We might have a chance. Activate Spear Strike, moves to battle. No, no, no. Yes! You see that? You did damage! And then Sky Galloping Gaia does the damage again. Jesus Christ, he actually pulled it off. I am sorry, everyone. That took 8 minutes. I have made you all suffer. And for what? Nothing. Anyway, let's check out this Blue Eyes mirror. I'm sure that'll be more engaging. White Stone of Legend, Protector with Eyes of Blue, Honest, Silver's Cry, and True Light. Summons the Protector. Summons the White Stone. White Stone will then be linked away for Linkuriboh. White Stone's effect will activate, adding a Blue Eyes to hand. Protector with Eyes of Blue will tribute itself to summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Sets True Light and pass. Opponent summons the King of D, whose name is switched to Lord of D, which lets him discard the Rage with Eyes of Blue to add a Flute of Summoning Dragon. Activate the Flute. Summons his own Blue Eyes. Activates Burst Stream of Destruction, destroying all of his opponent's monsters. Activates Stamping Destruction, targeting True Light. True Light is activated, using its effect. Setting a Ultimate Creature of Destruction. Takes 500 for the Stamping. True Light will then wipe out all of his monsters, but they're already gone. The King of D will swing for direct, and player passes. Player draws Imperm, activates Silver's Cry, summoning back the Blue Eyes from their graveyard. Sets 1. Blue Eyes will swing over the King of D, and pass. Both players 1 card in hand, dual speed, draws for turn. Full pass is unexpected. Well, not entirely. Draws Chaos Form, moves to battle, swings the Blue Eyes, pitching Honest, gaining 3,000. Opponent's Blue Eyes is now been cleared, 3,200 to 6,300. Dual speed, draws for turn. Activates the Return of the Dragon Lords, chaining Majesty with Eyes of Blue. Majesty with Eyes of Blue, send 1 Blue Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Target a face-up monster field. It cannot attack while it is face-up on the field, so the opponent's Duelist A Blue Eyes cannot attack. Return of the Dragon Lords will then re-summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Player pass. Player draws White Stone of Legend, summons it. Both of his monsters are going to sync together to make the Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. White Stone of Legend effect will activate. Azure Eyes will chain. White Stone adding a Blue Eyes to hand. Pass turn. Opponent sets 1, passes. Can't get over a 3,000 wall. Player draws Chaos Max Dragon. Azure Eyes will attempt to use its effect. Destined Rivals will activate, negating the effect of Azure Eyes. Player activates Chaos Form, pitching the Blue Eyes in their hand as material cost to summon the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Player passes turn. Opponent activates Mausoleum in white, targeting Blue Eyes, sending away an Azure or Alexandrite Dragon. Blue Eyes goes up to 3,400, swings over the Azure Eyes, passes to Duelist A, draws Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, passes turn. I'm curious. Why is this man not attacking with the Chaos? What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. I don't think I'm missing anything. Player draws Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. Now he moves to battle. Swings. Return of the Dragon Lords will banish itself to protect the Blue Eyes from destruction. Pass to Duelist B. Duelist B draws for turn. Mausoleum in white will activate. Summons the White Stone of Ancient. They sync their monsters together for Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. Azure Eyes effect will activate. The White Stone of Ancients will banish itself. Summon or add the Blue Eyes White Dragon back to hand. Pass turn. Draws their own Destined Rivals. Moves right to battle. Swings. Chaos Max over Azure. Jet Dragon's effect will activate, summoning itself. Player will pass turn. Dual speed draws. Full pass, nothing on board but their field spell. Unless they have a Battle Fader in hand, I think this is over. Moves right to battle, saves us all some time, swinging with the Max Dragon for game. Much more engaging than the Cook game, but I can't say if it's better. Try this one out. See what Dark Roll's up to. Haven't really observed them yet. Not a bad Dark Rolled hand. Opponent activates 1 Day of Peace. Both players draw. Then summons Curry Bandit. Sets 1 passes. During the end phase, Curry Bandit will tribute itself. Look at some cards. Adds Gravekeeper's Servant. Sends the rest to graveyard. Dark World player draws another Dark World dealings. Activates 1. Both players draw. Both players discard. Discarding Ceruli. Ceruli is discarded. Dual speed will activate Flute of Summoning Kuribo. Summoning Wing Kuribo. Ceruli will put itself on the opponent's board. Then its effect will activate, making the player discard Grapha. Grapha was discarded, will pop Ceruli, and 1 card in the opponent's hand. No, I misspoke that. Look at your opponent's hand at random, then it's monster, special summon it. Special summons Kuribo. Look at this adorable little guy. Love him. Activates another Dark World Dealings. Both players draw and discard, discarding Brow. Brow is discarded, so I'll get to draw another card. Duel's B activates Max C. Max C resolves. Salamander Catalyzer will activate, pitching gold, summoning itself. Gold was pitched, will summon itself back to the field. Then it is bounced, so Grapha can hit the board. Activates Dark World Ascension, fusing the Grapha with Ceruli, and making Grapha Dragon Overlord of Dark World. Dark World Ascension in the graveyard will add itself back to hand. Discarding gold. Gold is not a once per turn, summons himself back to the field. Danger Mothman's effect will activate. Jackalope is hit. Mothman is summoned. Jackalope is discarded. Genta is... Hang on a second. Because Jackalope was discarded... No, that's not what happened. Oh, its own effect to discard itself was activated, adding Gates of Dark World. Jackalope did not resolve because the board is full. Danger Mothman and Curry Boo are both fiends, which does not matter because I misread Muckraker. Muckraker will be summoned off of those two. They will discard a card in order to summon back Genta using Muckraker's effect. Discarding Dark World Ascension. Gates of Dark World is activated. Genta, Gold, and Salamander will make Nightmare Unicorn. This Dark World player is going a bit too ham. Curry Born in the opponent's graveyard will activate its effect. Curry Boo in the opponent's hand will chain. Curry Boo adding Wing Karibo level 9. I really want to know what Duel's B is going for. Curry Born will summon back a bunch of Kuribos. Kuriboo's other effect will activate, discarding Draining Shield. Once per turn, quick effect, discard one trap, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 1500 attack until the end of the turn. So Muckraker cannot get over the Wing Kuribo. Nightmare Unicorn will attempt to attack Rainbow Kuribo. Curry B's effect will activate. Once per turn, opponent's monster declares an attack. While you control another Kuribo monster, change the attack of all other monsters you control to 0 and negate the attack. Grapha's then effect will activate, targeting Curry B. Player will pitch Sphere Kuribo, turning Grapha to defense mode. The Kuribos are clowning on him. Sets 1 activates MST, popping the gates. Then 4 Kuribos are going to link together, making Boral Guard Dragon. Sets 1 monster, swings at Grapha. Muckraker's effect will activate. I believe. Yep, tributing Nightmare Unicorn to protect the Grapha. The player has 2 back row, hand of 6. Dark World player draws Brow. Muckraker's effect will activate, targeting Gold, attempting to discard to summon it back. Imperm will activate, targeting the Muckraker. Grapha will chain, targeting the Imperm to change its effect. Wing Creeper level 9 will chain to that. Boral Guard Dragon will chain to that, targeting their own set monster. Flipping up Curry Bandit, Wing Creeper level 9 is summoned. Grapha will rewrite the effect of Imperm to discard a card. Muckraker no longer has a card to discard for its cost, so it cannot resolve. Brow was discarded, player will draw. He will not Ash Blossom on the Brow effect. Dark World player has nothing else to respond with. Grapha moves to attack mode, swings at the Boral Guard, discarding Kuribo to make the battle damage none. And that was a reeling Kuribo from the graveyard. If your monster would be destroyed, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. Then Muckraker will swing over the winged Kuribo. When Kuribo's effect, no more battle damage for the turn. Salamander Catalyzer's effect will activate. The monster is destroyed by a battle involving a fiend. It adds itself back to hand, I should say. Dark World player passes turn. I am rooting hard for the Kuribo player. Kuribo player activating Flute of Summoning Kuribo. Boral Guard Dragon will chain. Grapha has turned to defense mode. Flute summons another Kuribo, links away his 3 Kuribos on board into Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Sets a monster, moves to battle. Soldier swings over Muckraker. Then using the Soldier's effect, banishing Grapha. Grapha's effect will let him summon back the other Grapha. Then Boral Guard will swing. Swings at Grapha. Grapha's destroyed. Salamander Catalyzer is added back to hand once again. Was discarded for the effect of Grapha to summon back Grapha. Passes turn. Player draws Nessie. Summons Catalyzer. Nessie's effect will activate. Can only hit itself. Nessie adds Mothman. Mothman effect can only hit itself. Both players draw and discard. Discarding Tsuchinoko. Tsuchinoko is discarded. Summons itself. Links his monsters together. Making IP Masquerena. Passes turn. Dark World player is out of gas. Kuribo player draws. Flips up. Kuriba summons Wing Kuribo. Soldier swings over IP. Using its effect, gaining 1500. Swings with Boral Guard. Swings with Kuriba and Wing Kuribo. Boral Guard will turn Kuriba to defense mode. Dark World player at 200. Draws Brow for turn. Using Dark World Ascension, add itself back to hand. Discarding Brow. Brow lets him draw, which is Gates of Dark World. Activate Ascension. Using Genta with Grapha. Making Grapha Dragon Overlord. Genta in the graveyard's effect will activate. Boral Guard will chain, targeting Grapha Overlord. Grapha Overlord goes to defense. Genta is summoned. Dark World player passes turn. Kuribo player draws. Turns the Wing Kuribo to defense mode. Swings with the Soldier over Grapha. Soldier's effect. Grapha's effect chaining. Salamander Catalyzer chaining to Grapha. Catalyzer is added back to hand. Grapha Overlord summons back Grapha. Pitching Catalyzer. Soldier banishing Genta. Genta is banished. Summons itself. Boral Guard swings over the Grapha. Genta on board. Gates Dark World hand. This match not as over as I thought. Player draws Dark World Ascension. Bounces Genta. Summons Grapha. Activates Gates of Dark World. Gates of Dark World. Banish Brow. Discard Genta. Add Ceruli. Set Ceruli. Boral Guard. Flipping up Ceruli. Pass turn to Kuribo player. Flips up another Kuriba. Kuriba and Wing Kuribo are going to overlay into number 78, number Archive. Archive detaches unit. Summons the embodiment of Prime, number 13. Let's clock this real quick. During either player's turn, detach a material. Change all monsters your opponent controls to face-up attack position. All monsters your controls must attack this card if able. While you control number 31, this card gains effects. They do not control number 31, so that does not matter. The Soldier will swing over Grapha. Catalyzer's effect will activate to banish one card on the field. Hang on a tick. Oh no, Soldier's effect will activate to banish a card on the field. Catalyzer's add back to hand. The Gates of Dark World are banished. Ceruli is destroyed. And then Kuriba swings for game. Kuribos beat Dark World. You know, I really thought Dark World got a lot stronger with the new support they got. But we just saw that. So, who knows? Ah, crap. Did not mean to hit that again. I really wanted to do a deck check. Oh well. Let's get out of that. I should remake my Kuribo deck. It's silly. Let's move on to this one where I don't know what anyone's doing. It's similar to how I am in real life. Emancipator, Nordic, Maneater Bug, Kid Moto. Opponent summons Unizombie. Unizombie sends away Necroworld Banshee. Banshee will banish itself, add Zombie World. Unizombie's other effect, pitching Eldritch. Player activates Elixir of Awakening. Black Awakening, summoning the Eldritch. Sets a card. Eldritch Engraved will send that card to graveyard, add itself to hand, summon itself with boosted stats. Then the card they sent away, Hakero, will set an Elixir of Scarlet. Pass turn. Draws a Manator Bug. Set, pass. Opponent's Elixir of Black Awakening will banish itself. Set Conquistador of the Golden Land. Turns Eldritch to attack mode. Unizombie effect, send away Glow Up Bloom. Glow Up Bloom will banish itself. Summon Doom King Ballardrock. Eldritch in hand, discard the spell in hand to get rid of the opponent's back row. Ballardrock will chain to banish a card. Banishing the set Manator Bug. Eldritch gets rid of the back row. Eldritch Engrave, send away the Conquistador, add itself to hand, summon itself with boosted stats. Move to battle, swing Unizombie, swing Eldritch 1, Eldritch 2, and Ballardrock for game. You know, compared to the other games we've seen, that was much shorter. But I think I'll carry that Karibo game with me until my final day, which will be thousands of years from now. See, I have cracked the secrets to immortality, but I'm not sharing. Scareclaw Adventure uses Wandering Griffin Rider, summoning itself. Summons Scareclaw Acro. Acro will then use itself to make Scareclaw Lightheart. Lightheart's effect will activate, adding Primitive Planet Reichphobia. Reichphobia is activated to add Scareclaw Reichheart. Reichheart is summoned. It will add Scareclaw Arrival. Activate Arrival. Summoning back Acro. All 3 Scareclaws are going to be used as material for Scareclaw Tryhard. Tryhard's effect will activate. Targeting Acro summons it back to the field, adding Astra. Astra will summon itself. Sets called by, sets impermanent pass. Not a terrible board. Let's see what the opponent has. Opponent activates the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Goodbye board. Hello Gamma Seal and Jizukiru. Tryhard will turn it to defense mode. Opponent activates 1 for 1. Pitching Raphael the Time Lord, summoning Time Maiden. Time Maiden will tribute herself. Held by the grave, targeting the Time Maiden. I like what this guy's doing. Keep those Time Lords out of the game. Time Maiden is banished. Her effect is negated. Opponent sets 1, passes. Draw Scareclaw Balone. Summons Balone. Tryhard sets defense mode. Opponent activates Empty Machine. Using its effect, discarding a card. To draw 1, discarding Camion. The Permanent Planet Reichphobia's effect will activate, popping Jizukiru. Tryhard's effect will activate, summon back Astra, add Acro, summon Acro. And just so we're all clear, with Balone on the field, he can do piercing damage. With Acro, his monster gains 300 attack for each monster in defense mode, which is 4, so bonus 1200. And with Astra, it can attack a number of times up to the number of defense position Scareclaws, which is 3. So we're looking at, 12,600 damage. He swings, opponent activates Swift Scarecrow. Not over yet, but 1 card in hand. Pass turn, draw for turn, use Empty Machine. Put the Camion back in, set Infinite Machine. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber will banish itself. Add Jizukiru. Set 1. He cannot use Jizukiru to get rid of Tryhard, though, because his opponent already has Gamma Steel. Draws Scareclaw Splash. Sets 1, uses Tryhard's effect, targeting Acro. Opponent activates Infinite Machine, which gets rid of the Empty Machine. Then activates Infinite Light. Infinite Light will summon Mykion the Time Lord, Raphael the Time Lord, and Lazion the Time Lord. Tryhard says everyone go defense mode. Acro is summoned. Acro's effect is now overlapping, putting Scareclaw Tryhard at 6,000. Attempts to use Reichphobia to pop the Infinite Light. This face-up card cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Now the play can target Time Lord monsters you control with card effects, or return Time Lord monsters from the field to the deck. Once per turn, if you control the monsters, you can special summon up to 1 Time Lord monster each from your hand, deck, or graveyard, with different names, ignoring their summoning conditions. Do anything. And Time Lord effects are all at the end of the battle phase if this card battled, which is not going to resolve because Tryhard's keeping them in defense mode. Player activates Scareclaw Splash. There's a potential negation. The Time Lord's effects to activate and put themselves back in the deck do not resolve. Mykion and Raffion are going to overlay into Super Dreadnought Railkin and Gustav Max. Gustav Max will detach a unit to attempt to deal 2,000. Scareclaw Splash will send itself to graveyard to negate. Player summons Jizukiru. Tryhard says go defense mode. Gustav Max will then be used as material to make Juggernaut Lieb. Juggernaut Lieb also go defense mode. Attaches a unit. Lieb goes up to 5,200, which is not 0. And I'm going to say with all the pierce damage on board, he might be able to get through. Imperm activates, targeting Lieb. Lieb's stats go back to what they were. Moves to main phase, uses Reichphobia. Hopping Jizukiru, mistake. Moves to battle, swings over Lieb. You missed out on damage. Uses 5 monsters on board as material to make Underworld Goddess. However, there's something he did not count on. Goddess effect will activate, which actually does stop Infinite Light. I made a mistake. Once per turn, your opponent activates a card effect that special summons monsters from the graveyard, negate the activation. Time Lord player cannot use Infinite Light. Player draws, summons Reichheart, adds Arrival to add Acro. Tryhard, summoning Balone, adding another Reichheart. Passing turn, I think the Scareclaw player has this one. Player summons Time Maiden. Time Maiden will add another Lazion. Attempts to use Infinite Light. The Underworld Goddess, say no. Player just summons Lazion. Tryhard says go defense mode. That Time Maiden was an unfortunate get. Lazion will deal 1,000 damage. Player sets a card in the same column as Infinite Light. Player uses Gamma Seal, tributing the Underworld Goddess. Tryhard turns to defense mode. That is unfortunate. Player draws Scareclaw Arrival. Lazion burns him for 1,000. Uses Gamma Seal, Reichheart, and the third one to make Nightmare Unicorn. Unicorn effect, pitching tactics, getting rid of the light. Use Imperm now, targeting Lazion. Reichphobia, popping Lazion. Summons Reichheart, activate Arrival in the Imperm column. Tryhard's effect, then summoning Acro, adding Astra. Finally moves to battle, turn 11. Tryhard swing for game. Scareclaw beats Time Lords. Not exactly the cleanest, but far from the worst. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of this week's Watch and Learn. Got to this one a bit late in the day, and I got stuff to do. So, I'm going to leave you all off there. If you caught the stream, thanks for watching. Catching the replay, thanks for that too. Goodbye.